High Court Enforcement agents, we've got High Court writ. I'd like to sort this out face to face.
£12 billion is owed to people and businesses in the UK.
Don't do that, sir!
There is money owed, and it has to be paid.
When all other attempts to settle a debt have failed,
It's quite a lot of money. It's over £5,000. Can you come to door, please?
cases can end up at the High Court,
Nothing can conquer the writ.
where a judgment commands enforcement officers to recover what's owed.
Our agents are the last chance saloon.
Let's go!
A High Court writ
All checking desks are going to be closed until this matter's resolved.
gives agents the authority to enter unlocked homes and businesses.
We've made contact, we know they're there.
Enforcement agent.
Everybody leaves a trail.
And to seize and sell property,
If you think we're doing something illegal, call the police. They're trying to do everything they can apart from actually pay the bill.
to finally get debts paid.
They want us to get their money back.
£56,000 and 76 pence outstanding.
In these difficult times,
I need to go.
agents find ways for people to clear their debts.
We're not ogres, we're nice people.
Hopefully it'll be a weight off the shoulders then.
But every day,
Call the police now.
they face aggression
Wanna put me?
Don't do this again.
and abuse
Get out of my way.
as they try to settle debts
Watch your back, Chris!
This is 70 grand here.
that no one else can.
He thinks he can fight me. Yeah.
I know.
What do I
Come on, Casey, let's go.
People seek legal advice for all sorts of reasons, but more than a quarter of all inquiries to law firms relate to defective goods or services.
We've been issued with a High Court writ. Your company owes a substantial amount of money.
In 2020, Citizens Advice dealt with over 32,000 consumer issues and complaints relating to the home improvement sector.
We find it quite a lot, you know, with people who do garden work and builders have done a job for someone and it's not been up to the quality it should have been. How do they get the money back?
When all else fails, the High Court can authorise enforcement officers to help customers reclaim cash.
If they don't get this money paid, they're going to be on the poverty line.
Let's get back to business.
Let's go!
These jackets.
Right, let's do this.
Hello there.
Hey, it's Raz from the office. I've got a new case to send across to you. If you can get this one attended as soon as possible for me.
Armed with a High Court writ, enforcement agents Chris and Sam are heading to the last known address of a builder and landscape gardener.
An agent has previously visited and got no response.
Let's see if they've got 10 grand cash sitting around.
The man named on the writ was taken to court over a dispute about work he'd carried out for the claimant.
Hopefully he has a van, nice car.
Now it's down to the agents to recoup the cash that's owed.
Let's see what he has to say about it. Right, you ready?
Yeah.
A little CCTV just in by the kitchen window.
You can do the honours.
Hello there, can you come to the door, please? See, there's no one around at the moment, or it sounds like no one's around. There's certainly some dogs barking in there. So we'll make ourselves scarce.
Yeah.
Give it 20 minutes, come back, hopefully they're back, and see if he can then deal with his debt.
Watch your back, Chris!
Here he goes. Hello there.
I want to know why you're knocking on the way.
Okay, we've got a High Court writ, sir. Just what's your name, sir?
Doesn't matter.
No? But you live there, yeah?
No, I didn't say I did live there. If it's my house, what does it matter? I know what you're here for.
What am I here for?
I suggest you go away and do your homework.
One thing that's forgotten about is there is actually a claimant there. There is actually someone else in the background that is owed this money. And if they don't get this money back, that could put them in a financially bad position.
What my problem is with this, right, the whole situation.
Yeah.
You guys turn up, right, because he's told you to. He's gone to court. He's not proven anything, and it ain't fair.
We try and make sure we are firm but fair. You know, we're there to deal with the case in a lawful way, enforcing it on the High Court writs to get that money back.
Yeah, but I'm fed up with talking to you guys. I'm not saying it to you personally, 'cause I've not met you guys. Situation is, I did have my own business.
Yep.
COVID cost me my business. I have no spare money.
Okay, hear me
That's what I'm
out.
saying.
If we can work with you, we certainly will.
Do I feel sorry for people? Absolutely. I hear the stories from them having a bad year, a bad day. Of course I can empathise. I'm human.
If the man doesn't have the cash to clear the debt, the agents have the power to seize and sell his property to repay what's owed.
You can't come in my house and take anything. You can't take anything out the front room.
Okay.
I've got no vehicle in my name.
So what about this vehicle then? Whose
Not in my
vehicle?
name.
Whose vehicle is this?
My son-in-law's car.
Your son-in-law's car.
Take
Yeah.
it if you want. I have no car. I have
Right.
no vehicle.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You guys are coming, but there's nothing you can do. There's
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah. Do you have any paperwork here? Insurance details?
Why are you calling me a
What I'm saying to you, the way you're acting and being quite aggressive, when I'm not being aggressive to you,
No,
okay? However, if it comes to light that you don't have the assets to clear this debt, then that's different. It means then you don't physically have the assets or the money.
If agents reasonably believe an asset belongs to someone named on a High Court writ, they may be able to seize it.
In relation to this car,
Don't
sir,
touch my...
So Chris takes the car keys from the ignition.
we're going to do some checks on this car first. So right now, this is...
Excuse me.
No,
Give me
right
the key.
now,
You
sir.
can't do that.
Right now,
You cannot
I can do
that.
it.
No,
I'm
you
taking
can't.
control of this
you
car.
You can't do that. Get out of my
As
way.
soon as...
Get out of my way.
As soon as we see proof that this car belongs to someone else, then we can give you the keys back.
Well, if it's not in my name, it'll be in my missus's name.
There's a lot of times people will start shouting, screaming, be abusive. You can't react to that. You know, if you're going to react to it, then this is not the job for you. You've got to be able to, you know, just step back and just let them just get all that off their system and then deal with the case in hand.
You can come in, love. He ain't coming in. No,
Let's have a talk. Let's have a talk. Come on.
I don't think I've even got keys, mate. So I'll have my car back now because I need to go and get door keys.
Okay.
Well, give me
I'm
the
not
keys,
giving
then.
that car
Get in the
keys
car,
back.
then.
I'm not doing that, sir. The car is now in our control.
No, it is
Okay.
not. Where's your paperwork?
I can draw up the paperwork. That's not a problem.
Where'd you say about you taking the car? You
I've
have to
done
have
it now.
that written
So
down on it. Have you got my car
no, you
written
don't
down?
have to.
Have you got my car written down? No. Yeah, get on with it.
Us Brits spend £680 million a year fixing broken mobile phone screens.
Me personally, I like to have the latest phone, kind of a gadget geek.
And 20% of us live with cracked screens for 6 months or more before getting them repaired.
Virgil, you had a pink phone.
It was a manly pink.
Hello?
Hey, Mark, I've just got a writ against a phone company. It's a small phone shop. We're still trading, so I'm hoping that we can actually get payment in full for our client.
Agents Mark and Virgil are looking to settle a debt owed by a mobile phone business.
See if we're going to pay it. All they need to do is call us. Definitely got a phone that works, haven't they? So there's no excuse, really. No excuse.
The business owes money to a dissatisfied customer who complained that his phone screen wasn't fixed properly and had to get another shop to carry out additional repairs at further cost.
Hello. Good morning. My name is Virgil. I'm a High Court Enforcement agent. This is my colleague, Mr. Mark.
The agents need to speak to the company director.
So, can you get him on the phone? I can try. That's all we need.
Not the average day, is it? I hope not, anyway.
Put it on speaker. Yeah. Oh, put it on speaker.
Hello.
Hi there. My name is Virgil. I'm a High Court Enforcement agent. I'm here with my colleague, Mr. Mark.
What is it about?
Basically, a gentleman took you to court.
Yes, we have replied to that person. We haven't had response yet. I don't know why you're here.
I think we have a response.
I'm calling the police. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm calling the police, and I'm coming as well.
We'll wait for you, sir. Thank you.
From their point of view, the police are the ones who can tell if I'm legally there or not, if I can do something or not. It's an advantage for us, and it's music to my ears.
If the payment isn't made, the agents may seize goods from the shop, which will be sold to cover the debt.
We've got a court order stating we need to remove assets. We're not removing assets yet. We'd like to collect the money.
When the chap comes, obviously he's going to want to relay his end of the story. We'll always listen. We'll see, obviously, if this can get paid, the lowest amount.
When we turn up, people try not to pay the debt. We explain to them, pay it straight away. Less money, less stress.
So we can finish early and he doesn't need to pay more fees. But
it's not going to happen that way.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Coming up, Chris and Sam face threats.
Give me that car keys back, right? Otherwise you're going to get put on your ass.
And things don't go smoothly for Mark and Virgil.
I'm not paying anything.
You're not paying anything? No problems.
No. You can't take any assets. Take me to court again.
You know what? Get on with it.
Enforcement agents Chris and Sam are trying to recover over £10,000 from a landscape gardener who was taken to court after a dispute over work he'd carried out.
You should have took my keys, yeah? My only mode of transport. You've got no paperwork. That ain't on no paperwork.
If no payment is made, the High Court writ gives the agents the power to seize assets to cover the value of the debt.
Is that car?
If someone is going to say they own that vehicle, we need to know.
Court writ, right?
Listen, I know how it works.
Do you want to have a talk?
You need to write that down on your paperwork, and I have to sign it.
You don't need to
I've
sign.
done
That's
this.
called a control goods
That's a
agreement,
control. Right, so
and
you
that's
can't
not what
do
we're
this.
doing. We're taking the car in control.
But how are you taking it in control?
Because I've now
agreed
I've
to
now
that.
got those keys, so I've now that
You
vehicle
stole
is
them
now
keys.
I've taken those
You
keys.
took
to their
them
car.
keys. You want me to your bill?
I don't
Go
need
one way,
the
mate.
police here. You
Right,
think
lose
you need
my
help?
keys.
Yeah?
I ain't got a chance, brother.
Okay.
Let me show you.
If you need the police here,
I'll
you
talk to you.
Have you got your phone handy?
It's in the car, I think.
We'll get a lot of times where the debtors will say to us, if you don't leave, I'm going to call the police. For me, that makes no difference because we know we've got court order, so we have the legal authority to be at that property or we wouldn't be there.
Give me those car keys back, right?
Not.
Otherwise you're going to get put on your
Don't
ass.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. No,
Yeah.
no. Don't do it.
You think you're good
Don't
enough?
do that. Come on, sir.
You think you got the minerals?
Don't do that.
I hate people like you, mate. You know that. What do you want to do? I'm going in the car!
That's fine.
Listen, darling.
Yep.
You ain't coming in with that.
Sam, because of the way he's acting, don't be entering his
I ain't got an issue with you. Wait there! Don't come any closer to my house. I'm warning you.
Right, I'm going to get some decency. Have a look what's in the boot of that car.
Okay.
He doesn't seem like someone you can talk to calmly, but obviously this vehicle has a value. So there's no way I'm going to let him just take this vehicle away and say he's got no assets. But there's no need for him to be rude and aggressive and act in that manner. If he come up and said, look, you know what, cap in hand, this is what's happening, I'm in trouble, then we can try and work with him. I can't say he's given me the impression that he is telling the truth. So I think this is more likely going to be his car.
Chris calls the office to see if they can get proof the vehicle belongs to the man.
Well, literally just said, basically he thinks he can fight me, or what have
I
you.
don't think, I know.
Oh, he knows he can.
Being female, I can de-escalate a situation a lot quicker.
Listen.
I just like to say, don't sit down for 5 minutes.
It's people like him, though, darling.
Because most men don't generally want to hit a woman. So I think we diffuse the situation a lot better.
Who are you then?
With Sam's help, the man realises the agents are there to talk about a different death than he first thought.
No, but they sent me a letter the other day.
It started off on the wrong foot. Look, like you said, you misunderstanding.
So why didn't you tell me that at the beginning?
We tried.
We can't say where we're
I
not.
still don't like you, but that's the end of it. Listen, I'm sorry, mate.
Right, okay, well, we're
apologise,
not
yeah.
here.
I'll be the better person here.
Thank you for that.
But I've showed you, colleague. You've seen it all.
Okay.
There is no money, mate. If you want to come and have a quick look,
We will
you can
certainly.
have a look.
Despite the confusion, with no cash to settle the debt, Chris still has the car in his sights.
Take your document back there. If you have a look at the front of it,
I know what it says.
Yeah, this is not
I've
proof of
done
ownership.
this before. So you're going to take my only mode of transport.
Sadly, it's a case
No,
of that's what we are.
No, you're not. It's not worth nothing, mate. You know it's not. It's not going to cover the debt.
It's got a value to it. Though.
Yeah, if you was half a bloke, right, a decent guy, you're going to say to me, it ain't worth taking.
What I'm saying to you.
Sometimes you turn up and it's point blank obvious that they can pay it. You know, like the Rolex on the wrist. And there's people that genuinely cannot pay because they're going through a hard time.
What I'm saying to you now is, you've got over 10 grand's worth of debt here, okay? When we was talking about the car, one of the things I said to you is, well, what can you pay? What can you offer?
Mate.
And you went straight away, nothing.
Nothing. I'm
Okay.
not lying to you. I've got £1,100.
Right.
I've got to survive on that for a month. Council tax, gas, electric, which, by the way, our electric's now going up to £300.
Okay. The downside we've got is inside the property, there isn't the assets there to clear the debt.
There isn't assets.
The car has a value. If we was to take that vehicle away, store it, then try and sell it, will it outweigh the costs?
As he's commanded by the court to recover what's owed, Chris must assess all options before deciding how to proceed.
Good afternoon, it's Chris here.
We've got to understand it's real life out there. You know, there are a lot of people out there at the moment having money issues.
On a case reference here, the main question, I don't believe there's going to be finance on this car, but it's the estimated value.
Agents Virgil and Mark are waiting for the company director of a phone shop. They're trying to enforce a High Court writ for a customer left out of pocket after a screen fix went wrong.
All right. Okay, thank you. Okay. Bye.
Hello, sir. I spoke with you on the phone, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
My name is Virgil. I'm a High Court Enforcement Agent. This is my colleague, Mr. Mark.
I have responded to these people with my side of the story.
Yeah, because the court asked you.
Okay, no one has got back to me about it. So why are you here?
Because I have a live High Court writ saying that a judge said that you owe this money.
Okay.
Whether you think you owe it or you don't, that's your right. My problem here is that I'm commanded by the writ to come here and either collect payment or seize assets.
I don't understand.
Let me explain. So, you know, when he went to court, the court sent you some documents. The judge said that you owe the money.
This law killing our business. If anyone comes to our shop for repairing their phone, we repair their phone. The phone is water damaged. We showed him the screen before we put it on. We have changed it now because your phone was water damaged and he took us to court.
So,
he is 100% in the wrong and we have to pay
I
the
got no idea.
We know there's always three sides. Their side, and what really happened. Now, obviously, it depends how a person explains it, with how much passion and emotion they explain it, but we can't really get personally involved.
A notice of enforcement has been sent here saying, can you pay this amount by this time, by this day?
This law
we haven't.
is completely
None,
wrong.
Right. Complain to the Minister of Justice.
No problem. I'm not paying anything.
You're not paying anything. No problems.
No, you can't take any assets either. You take me to court again.
Out of respect, we're going to give it to 10:30, as we said, for the money to hit our bank. If it doesn't hit our bank, we'll be escalating and extra fees and costs be added. Do you understand? No?
No.
Do you want to say again?
No.
Right.
I don't.
We're going to give to
10:30 because you're wrong.
Because call the police. They will explain to you that
the police said you have warrant, you're right to be here, but no one responded to me. If I didn't pay, and then you turned up, I will say, take everything.
So,
but now you are wrong to be here.
My job is to enforce the live High Court writ. I do listen to the story, let them get it off their chest. Then once they've got it off their chest, I will tell them they need to pay. Have you got anything to stop the enforcement? Yes or no?
The only thing that we can do is give you until 10:30. Can't go back on our word.
10:30 is another 15 minutes.
Exactly. Okay. If it's paid by then, it's not a problem. And then afterwards, another half an hour, it'll go to £2,900, and then we will remove. Okay.
I hate the way this works. That's not all. The decision hasn't come through, and you're here.
That is the decision.
We personally can't get involved. We can't turn around and say we didn't enforce because the nice gentleman said he doesn't owe the money. It's a wrong decision. We can't do that.
The subject of a High Court writ usually has 21 days to appeal the enforcement, even after making payment.
So if I pay now, what do I do? How do I pursue?
The only advice I can give you, contact the solicitor.
Finally, he agrees to pay the debt in full.
Okay, what's the price?
Amount is 1592.55.
Okay, it's okay. Can you check?
Hi, Kaylee. It's Virgil. Can you please verify the account? Perfect. All right. No worries. Thank you very much.
We WhatsApp and receipt. Any issues?
Yeah, we got it.
Do it, yeah? Well, good luck anyway.
The company director may have paid up, but he maintains that he provided a good service to the customer who took the action against the business.
He wasn't happy with the outcome, and then he's taking us to court. Well, where does the law stand to protect us? I'll try to pursue and see if I can get my money back. If there's any justice, I should win.
We like to educate people as well because we don't want to come back there again. Maybe one day we can represent him and get money for him.
Coming up, it's crunch time for Chris.
Depends if we want to actually press the button and get the trucks down here and take the vehicle away.
And Casey and Alex do their homework.
Do you know what this is about?
No, I have no idea.
On a student debt.
This is quite a lot of money. It's over £5,000.
Enforcement agents Chris and Sam are trying to collect a debt for over £10,000 from a landscape gardener and builder.
Depending on what the value is, depends if we want to actually, press the button and get the trucks down here and take the vehicle away.
The man named on the High Court writ says he doesn't have any cash, so the agents have seized the keys to the car he was driving.
1,310. Okay, so we know roughly, and that's the trade value, yeah? At the moment, it's going for about 2/3 of that, so about £900 is what we're probably looking at, roughly. Okay. The situation is, there isn't the assets inside the property to clear the debt. The car has a value. By the time we actually remove the vehicle, store the vehicle, sell the vehicle, it's only going to have a few £100, which is going to go towards this debt. So I need to weigh up all the kind of pros and cons on enforcing. So now we're going to try and see if we can work together.
The agents decide to try and work with the man by offering him a repayment plan.
What I'm going to say is, if we agree to this £20 a month, I need you to make sure you try and make every effort to do it. I'm going to give you my contact details so you can literally speak to me on the phone. So if we say by the 25th, it's already bank transferred over. Yeah. Now, we will review this, so it'll probably be like every 6 months. Ultimately, you understand, we need to try and get the claimant's money back. Now, looking at everything now, I want to try and work with you and just basically start chipping away this debt.
I do feel sorry for the people. But I'm not only there for our clients, but I'm there, to also talk them through this. It's got to be resolved at the end of the day.
So I'm happy to do that.
So, if we agree to that, what I'm going to do then is basically give your car keys back, and we won't take the car away, and we'll work together. There's your keys. You set it up within the next 2 days, and then we'll work together to try and get this cleared off.
Right,
all right?
no worries.
All the best.
Cleared off, all right?
Sorry for the outburst, guys.
No worries, take
Bye.
care.
See you soon.
Bye.
Cheers.
So, for me, that's a really frustrating case. However, he's agreed to pay a low £20 a month arrangement. I think that's probably the best scenario.
Yeah, the gentleman calmed down and got a payment arrangement, which was the best outcome.
Right, hopefully the next one's a bit more of a friendlier, happier soul.
The average total debt per UK household, including mortgage, stands at £63,500.
We hear all about it, the financial side of things, companies struggling, people struggling.
Between December 2021 and February 2022, one person every 5 minutes was declared insolvent or bankrupt.
A lot of the time they bury their head in the sand, they don't know what to do. And so this is why it is important to say, look, it may not feel like it, but we are here to try and help you through it.
Hi, yes, this particular one, it's in relation to rent arrears. I need an urgent attendance. Thanks.
Enforcement agents Alex and Casey are heading to recover money from a man who fell into rent arrears on his student accommodation.
So we are near Southampton in Hampshire, and they owe £5,182.09. Well, I don't know why they round it up to 10. Let's hope that they are there.
Turning à la gauche. À la gauche.
When they arrive, the agents spot a woman working on a car outside the address they've been sent to.
Ah, hello there, madam. Oh, we're getting the windows done, are we? Get all the bubbles out.
Alex quickly identifies the woman as one of the two people named on the writ.
So, do you know what this is about?
No, I have no idea.
Right, have you ever had any rent arrears problems, anything like that? No. Never?
No.
You got a High Court writ been issued against you? Okay.
Because I'm trying to get this...
No, that's fine. This is quite a lot of money. It's over £5,000. So we're trying to establish from you why this money is owed. We generally tend to try and find out from the defendant exactly what's gone on, why it's got to this stage, to try and build a rapport up with people to soften the blow, as it were.
Alex asks the woman if she knows the other person named on the writ.
Is that your partner or son or...?
That's my son.
It's your son, okay.
We've been together 6 years, 7 years, so we kind of know how each other works, and that's a good thing to bounce off each other. But at times, me and my colleague have to go good cop, bad cop.
We have to take control of any possessions that we see until we obviously resolve this. So just to let you know, don't move your vehicle because it will smash the end of the car.
If they don't pay the debts, and just don't bother. If they bury their head in the sand, what's going to happen is they're just never going to get paid. And at that point, it's just going to continue to increase in financial amount and continue to increase in the stress that they're going to feel. That isn't helpful or any good for anybody's mental health.
They actually sent you paperwork that you would have had about 2 weeks before we even come. And prior to that, they would have sent you paperwork in regards to a county court judgment to give you the opportunity to challenge it. And neither one of those has been responded to. So that's why now it's gone to the High Court, and why they've sent us down to look to remove goods. So
I haven't received any paperwork.
Right, okay. How old's your son?
He is 22.
Did you guarantor a flat or a residence for him, maybe at college or?
University.
Right, you guarantored it. So that's what's happened.
Research shows that UK students are in £171 million worth of rent debt, with 11% of students in rent arrears.
So basically, yeah, so he didn't pay it. As the guarantor, they'll come after both of you.
Anyone acting as a guarantor on a rent agreement or loan is immediately liable for any debt if the contract is breached or payments fall into arrears.
Well, we've got one half of the duo, the other half is her son, apparently.
So you might want to get him on the phone and find out exactly what happened, because at this point, there's been no payment arrangement, nothing set up, and now they've taken it to the High Court, which increased the cost.
The woman calls her son.
For the rent for the house. What's happening with that? What do you mean? I'm trying to get Dad on the phone, and then I have some people here. Why is it I've got enforcement agent come? Why have I got enforcement? Well, at the moment they come here to see stuff, yeah. So I try to get Dad, I can't get him. So I need this to be resolved, yeah. Okay.
So does he know what he's doing about it?
He said he sent for some sort of stuff, and
Yeah.
he never got a response from them or something like that.
Okay, so what's his next move? What's he doing now?
He's waiting for Dad to ring.
And at that point, we say, right, who have you got in your life? Who's your... Well, there's my son. Get the family member on the phone. And that's the point where you generally start to get some kind of resolution.
The woman speaks with her son's father, who says they have engaged with the court and are awaiting a response.
Okay, how long ago was that?
Sometimes last year.
Is there a way of affording the amount that's outstanding? Does your son... Yeah, are you able to pay the amount that's outstanding?
No.
We need to figure out about financially what we're able to do. Are you able to help him at all?
Not at the moment, no.
Right, maybe you could kind of put together to maybe, and speak to your son about what you could maybe raise to try to get an amount that we could pay and maybe offer it as an arrangement. The thing is, they'll want to take that. What plane is it? Yeah, they'll want to take that and sell that because that would cover it. We don't want to do that, though.
So you don't have anything to put towards it at all?
I have nothing.
If the woman can't pay the debt today, Casey and Alex may be forced to seize and sell her car to help recover the money owed. Agents Sam and Chris are trying to trace a businessman named on a High Court writ.
Don't like driving in London. There's too many cars. Everyone wants to cut you up. Actually, send me over to Norfolk. Much nicer.
They've already been to a residential address in search of the man. Their next stop is one of his businesses, a shop specialising in global money transfers and currency exchange.
You've seen some pictures of the shop inside, haven't you?
Yeah.
What it look like the assets are.
That's the thing. Can't really see much.
Computers. So it's saying it's just up here on the left. There it is. Right, let's do it.
Hello. How you guys doing? Good? Yeah, is the boss about at all?
He's not here.
He's not here at the moment. Okay, can you get him on the phone for me? It's quite an important matter I need to talk to him about. My name's Chris, this is Sam. We're enforcement agents. Thank you. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is have a quick look around and see what items are here and stuff. Okay?
Whilst the staff try to reach the man named on the writ, Chris uses the opportunity to search for potential assets.
So we've got iMac.
They could seize to clear the debt.
Very good second-hand value, but just underneath it is a nice printer. Obviously that alone is not going to clear the debt, so we need to try and see what else is here. You never know, we might even find a safe here, which would hopefully have the money inside to pay the debt. Oh! Here we go. Surprise, surprise, a safe. Honestly did not see that before I said that.
The shop have managed to contact their boss.
Do you mind putting on speaker and I can talk to him? Okay. Hello, sir?
Yeah, hello.
Hello, my name's Chris. I'm an enforcement agent issued with a High Court writ. So it's in relation to RIA Financial Services Limited. You owe them a sum of money.
I don't owe any money to Finance Service Limited.
Sadly, you do, and it's so what's happened is they're taking it to county court, and it's been awarded in their favour. Now, what's actually happened? It's been escalated to High Court, and that's where I've now been appointed to remove your goods. At the moment, you're looking at £2,800.
So this is the first time that I've had that I owe money to Finance Service Limited.
Up to 4 letters of warning will be sent to someone before agents arrive to enforce a High Court writ.
If you can't pay it or refuse to pay it, then it will mean I have to go through the stages of listing items, taking control and actually removing these items.
I don't have that amount to pay right now.
You don't have the 2,800? No? There is a safe here, sir. So why don't we open this safe and let's have a look in the safe, see if there's cash in here.
Whilst Chris has been on the phone, Sam has seized a large amount of cash from a filing cabinet.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah, go ahead.
The option is a payment in full, sir, today, right? I found £1,000 so far.
Sorry?
You have money, yeah? That's lying around the tills.
I need to know why are you looking for there?
He's refused to pay, and we've located some of the money. So we've got half the money now in cash, and we just now need the additional £1,400 to close us off, and that'll be the end of the matter. 1,025.
So do you want to settle this?
No, I don't want.
You can't make a payment of £2,308.20 today, no?
That's fine, it's less than that now. But if you can't pay that, then I'm sorry, sir, what's going to happen is we're going to have no choice but to go to the next stage. What do you have in your bank account now?
I don't have money in my bank account. Do you want to send me?
You've got your quite nice computer sitting here, the big Apple iMac.
It is a company stuff. I don't have nothing there.
If we do remove goods from here, then ultimately the debt is going to increase.
So let me call you back. Give me a few minutes.
All right, I'll give you 5-10 minutes, sir. We'll speak to you in a bit.
I'm sure they will come up with the money. They're just seeing it if you'll break before them.
So he's literally just sent me a couple of messages. One saying that he's got 3 months' worth of rent to pay. The other thing is saying about the money that was in the till is owned by a different company. So I'm going to give him a bit more time and let's see if we can get this paid. Okay, ignored my call. I'm going to start listing some of these items.
Alex, quick.
Coming up, Alex and Casey are under pressure to get payment.
Also, the point is we can't let this move until we resolved it.
And Chris and Sam tighten the screw.
If you show me your bank account, right, and I see you've got thousands of pounds sitting in your bank account right now, yes, I'm going to tell you to pay it all.
Casey and Alex are at the home of a mother who had acted as guarantor on her son's student accommodation.
It's about the property that I think your son stayed at.
When her son fell into arrears with the property company, both of them ended up named on a High Court writ.
He should have chased it up. So this is the problem that we're going to have now. They're going to look for us to retrieve the amount.
With the mother unable to pay anything towards the £5,000 debt, the agents decide to focus on the father.
Hello, sir. My name's Alex. Your dad, right? Okay. So he's obviously got himself in a bit of a mess, hasn't he, with this? And well, it's quite a high amount. I understand that. So what about? Is there an amount of money that someone could pay towards this, and then we could perhaps put them in an arrangement ourselves?
I think that people should try and engage with people like us and to try and resolve the matter amicably. I'd rather resolve the matter on the phone with someone than have to go around to their house. Quite happy for people to tell us what happened, and we do empathise.
Okay, no worries. All right, that's fine. Just don't want to hold you up, that's all.
Although not his debt, The father offers to pay £200.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to make a phone call to see whether how much is the minimum they'd accept today. Okay. I'll speak to you soon. All right. Cheers. Bye bye. Dad reckons he's got a couple of £100. Is there anyone else who?
How much is it at? What's it at though?
5189.
They won't do anything unless it's hit half. So even if we try to ask them if it's for £1,000 and do what, like 200 a month or something, that's the only other thing that they'll do. Do you want to speak to the dad for a minute and see between the two of you what's the most you can come up with? I mean, he says he's got a couple hundred, and maybe you might have some ideas where he might be able to get more money, but unfortunately with you being listed on the writ, we can't let this move until we resolved it.
They need someone to help them. Bailiffs aren't the ones to help them, but we will assist trying to get them in an arrangement to bring that head out of the sand and go forward.
The mother gets her son's father on the phone again.
Hello, sir. Alex, quick.
Right, I've just spoken to them. The best that I can do for you is that they'll accept a £500 payment, and they'll put him in an arrangement. I don't know, what's affordable, do you think, for him at the moment, a month? You tell me how much as a family you guys can pay towards it a month for the time being. Okay, well, then let's put that in place for you. Okay, but they have asked for a £500 payment today. Well, I don't know what to suggest. To be fair, the debt is over £5,000. So for them to say, okay, you know, and take our advice and take £500 is actually quite a good deal. See what you can do. All right, no worries. Bye-bye.
I'd rather you call me up and put something in place like that, because the enforcement stops.
Well, he's going to try and raise a 500, and then we're going to release her, aren't we, Jeff?
With the promise of payment, the agents release the clamp from the car.
We'll speak to you in a minute. Oh, he's there. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you.
The father transfers £500 into the mother's account.
Okay, no way. So apparently he's put it in your account. So do you want to grab your card and we can...
As long as we get this, we're going. We're going to leave you. Leave your receipt, we'll put it in your son.
Put it in there. Put it
in there. Do it, 500. Put it in.
Okay.
Pay it.
Hold on, Carmen.
He's put the money in your account now.
Just put it in my account.
Or put your card in. He's just transferred the money for you.
There's no card.
Where's your card?
In the house.
Well then, ma'am, we're trying to leave as well.
You're just making it difficult for me at the
No,
moment.
I understand, but ma'am, it's not our fault. So what I'm trying to say is go get the card.
Neither mine either.
He's transferred the money for him to be able to pay the 500. If you can get the card, pay it, and then you'll be on your way. Just run and quickly get the card. It's simple. What we're gonna do is stick the receipt to the door. There you go. All good? Perfect. Card holder, that's yours. Perfect. Right. We've got your number. Thank you very much. Sorry about the delay.
£500. I mean, he was offering 200. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
For now.
We'll give him the opportunity to make the payments, to stick to the arrangement, and then we'll take it from there.
It's time that he pays his own debts and not leave it for his mother.
I think personally it'll be sorted. The father seems quite cooperative. She seems quite. We've got their numbers. I don't think that we'd have to come back here.
Agents Chris and Sam are trying to collect money owed to a financial services company for a money transfer fee which was never paid.
Hello. Hello, sir. It's Chris here, the enforcement agent again. We spoke earlier on the phone.
They have recovered half the cash owed from the shop, leaving £1,400 still outstanding.
I think by the time we turn up, they think, oh, it's all smoke and mirrors. So they think they can almost play the game with us and say, well, you know, fill your boots, take out whatever you want to take out. Only until we start physically removing those assets do they then realise we do mean business and we will do what we're saying we're going to do.
Problem is we're going to struggle to clear just even that £1,400 worth of debt with the items here. Time is certainly running out, and our patience will be running out. So, you know, if we do find assets, then we'll just take these items away. No boxes of cash, is there?
No, not yet. Chargers, adapters. It's bits and bobs. So it's just a computer, really.
For me, it's to see what's in that safe.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's a little bit too heavy for me, so I won't be carrying out my shoulder out the door.
Have you ever seen them before?
More 50 pence.
You ever seen them go for that, though?
I'll behave.
This is from the till.
1,900. It's definitely worth 50 pence.
You're so funny.
I'm still thinking it's only worth 50 pence. Sam thinking it might be worth 1,900. so we might as well take it with the £1,400.
If the rare edition 50p piece is worth nearly £2,000, the debt could be settled in one fell swoop. In the meantime, the agents need to pursue payment from the business owner.
Let's see if we can get him on the phone now. Are you able to pay it yet, sir?
I'm trying to get.
Do you have a way now to show me what is in your bank to see, so you can prove to me that you've been honest with me?
Take that you want from the app.
Take what we want from here. Okay. Do you have money in your bank? Is that what it is? You don't want to show me the account because you do have money there.
Yeah, but that I got money in my bank account doesn't mean that I have money to pay you now.
If you show me your bank account, right, and I see you've got thousands of pounds sitting in your bank account right now, yes, I'm going to tell you to pay it all.
In some of the cases, it is like a chess game. One of the things I like to do is I like to ask a question, I listen to their answer, and then I may ask that question again, but in a bit of a different way, and listen to what the answer is. And a lot of the times, they'll forget what I told you first of all, and they'll slip themselves up.
Do you want me to send the bank statement right away?
Yeah, if you can do that now, screenshot on your phone, show me the bank statement, I can see where you're at.
1 second.
Thank you. This is a bank account showing that you just, one of your limited businesses has paid you £4,500, but then you've actually then transferred out £3,770. This is not the account that you transferred that £3,000 into, sir.
With the agent seeing movement of money between the accounts, they push for a payment plan.
I'm asking you a question. So how much can you afford per week to try and close off this debt?
I can pay the full, and then now that's the full amount this month after 10.
You can do £400 right now, and then you, in 1 month's time, on the 10th, you can pay the £1,000 and close this off.
Definitely.
I'll tell you what, sir, we'll agree to that, and that's the end of it.
I will pay the full amount right now.
You're going to do the full amount right now?
And it happens so often where someone who's refusing to pay, but we've clearly seen their numbers, seen their bank accounts, but when it comes down to it, suddenly, surprise, surprise, they do have the money to pay.
After hours of negotiation...
So it's 1,400 and there's actually 80p on it as well. Just get that smacked across and I'll give you a receipt and that's the end of the matter.
The owner suddenly agrees to settle the debt in full.
All right.
Okay.
Speak to you in a second, sir. Thank you. Do you know what? This is what is so frustrating. I even actually felt sorry for him at one point. He's a businessman having hard times, couldn't afford it. Then suddenly he just goes, actually, do you know what? I'll pay it in full. Maybe he's paying all this money because he wants his 50p back. Maybe he was onto something. I mean, as long as the money's in the bank, I'm happy.
Me too.
Hi, mate.
I've just had a message from the debtor saying he's now paid it in full. Can you confirm if that's in the account?
We've had a payment for £1,400.80.
Fantastic. Thanks for that.
No worries.
All the best. Bye.
Come on, Chris. Give me that 50p that I'm going to hand back.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day. All the best. Tell you what, I'm glad that one's over. But we've now walked away from this job with a really happy client who knows that they're going to get all of their money back.
I'm tired. I'm ready to go home. That was a really, really long one.
How are we doing? Am I going to write receipt out?
Next time...
There's obviously no intention of paying.
Mark and Virgil face delays.
We are going to start removing stuff, stacking up here, and it's going.
At a multi-million-pound company.
Nothing can conquer the writ.
Chris and Sam track down an elusive chef.
Let's get it go.
And Casey and Alex take a deep dive.
Is he making a phone call to take it?
To recover a 56k debt from a swimming pool builder.
I despair, really.